Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ. The last few episodes have been absolutely insane, like traumatic, action-packed. I am just like, it's just getting so good. I'm glad the other heroes have shown up now. It's been such a bad situation for a couple episodes now, but I am really excited, and I don't want to take too long to get straight into this. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. Also, if I have a patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases. Check that out if you want to see the next two episodes, and let's go ahead and start.
Filthy hero screwed everything up!
Yeah, in Overhaul's case, everything's going bad for him.
Stubborn fool. That piece of trash is still here? Disgusting.
His cape.
Of course.
Why do they keep trying?
It's because they're heroes and they feel like they need to.
To be your hero.
See? What is that?
You might remember her, Chisaki. My fool of a daughter abandoned her own blood. She said her husband died, and that the girl was to blame because she's cursed. Husband reached for the child, and his entire body simply vanished. Seems the girl's ability manifested, and it's unlike any quirk on either side of the family.
Wow.
I'm told she doesn't know how it works or how to use it, and that she has no awareness of its activation. From the sound of it, her quirk may be similar to yours and stuff.
He set them up for that. Wow, he set them up for him to oh, that's so bad. He the grandfather accidentally put Overhaul in the path to use her, pretty much find out about her quirk and then utilize it for his own ways. Oh man, that's really sad, actually.
It isn't repair or restoration, but something else entirely.
Yeah, theirs is a little bit different.
Unbelievable. The power to rewind.
Rewind?
These people aren't going to give up. Not until I'm safe.
Wait, rewind? What? Am I fucking... What? Okay, that fucking came out of nowhere. Rewind? How? Time travel? Rewind?
I have to let them. I have to go back.
No!
I have to trust him.
Wow! It's a time travel! That is fucking awesome! So she can time travel back to save them, or for circumstance. We've seen being able to, we've seen foresight. We've seen Night Eye use foresight to look to see what happens. But think about this. Night Eye can't change the future, or he thinks maybe looking might change it, or might change the actual outcome that would have happened. It's really confusing, right? But maybe Eri here is changing the future herself, which actually changes what he sees. So that's why technically his foresight doesn't always have to come to pass, because she has some type of control over this. But holy shit, what else was he? That is insane. Being able to, I wonder how 100% how it works, but you could do so much with that. No wonder Overhaul got a hold of it. He's able to freaking utilize it for his own reasons. Oh my God. Like, this girl.
Don't worry about a thing.
What is this? What? What is this beautiful song?
She needed me.
No.
Won't happen again. This time I'll hold on.
Wait, she's saving him. She's saving him. He's trying to save her.
You go.
She has the power to save. She has the power to save people.
Her back!
How does it work?
Let go. I'll never let her go. I'll keep her safe. No one will ever hurt her again. I will be strong, so no one has to worry about me. I will win. I will save people.
Holy fuck! This is so epic! Are they transporting? What is happening? This is so beautifully placed. Was that time travel? Back in time?
Hold on.
Did she save him like he would have normally died there? What?
That kick somehow blasted me straight into the sky. Did I lose control? Like when I fought Gachan?
I never told her what her power is, much less how to use it. To me.
Holy shit. So she's had to figure this stuff. She's figuring this stuff out on her own because he's been using her and manipulating her to be able to use her quirk and to utilize it his own way, obviously. But to this extent, what did it do? What did it do?
I used one for all at 100%. No, that can't be right.
How did...
If I had, my leg would be broken.
How did it not break? Every single time it's broken.
He'll head to the surface in pursuit of Midoriya.
Oh, what he saw. Okay.
Then he'll kill Midoriya.
But I'm so weak. Deku!
I feel so unable to say things right now.
I have to do something and help him.
What are you gonna do, though?
Future, except the one you create!
I used all of my power, but I'm okay. My bones are intact. In fact, even my injuries from before are gone.
Is she enhancing his ability? Is that what this is?
Are you a healer?
Ooh.
She has no control over it.
Once she stopped touching him, it's like his upgrade is gone or something.
She may have activated her quirk in time. She has the power to rewind people. That's her secret.
Not time.
You might even be able to turn someone back into a monkey.
So technically you're not time traveling, but rewinding back. Now, does that mean like rewinding their age? I mean, technically rewinding. I mean, maybe like for Mirio, you could technically rewind him so he could have his quirk back, right? So with Deku, how did rewinding help that? That's my question.
Everyone who touches her is rewound into nothingness. Didn't I tell you that the girl is cursed?
You could
The only way to stop her is to disassemble her.
Hey, Eri.
It's because she doesn't know how to focus it.
So that's it. The moment my leg was hurt, you rewound it back to before it was broken.
That's what it
I never
was.
even felt the pain.
This is a good combo.
I
If she can help
understand
him.
her power's effects now. Oh, I just have to keep smashing myself up at a greater speed than she heals me. One for all, full counting. 100%!
Super Saiyan God?
Neither of you realize the true
The
value
fuck?
of her ability. Quirks get exponentially stronger as you develop them. Tracted Ares' power, and I distilled it into its ultimate form. As a result, it rewinds the course of the species to a time before quirks ever existed.
Oh!
Ares represents change!
No fucking wonder!
With her powers, I can end this infected society, cure this hero sickness.
He just wants to get rid of quirks.
Mine. A naive little boy like you doesn't know how to use her.
Holy crap!
Hey, what's compressed?
That's a compliment.
Try to keep the spike stabilized in his stomach.
Meanwhile, she's trying to help, but these two combined is like amazing, but does the power hold?
Even stronger. He hasn't given her any training or guidance, so she's completely lost.
without training, your quirk can't go to the full extent.
Your opponent's in critical condition.
I just laid out a punk who was moving in on our turf, trying to save our plummeting reputation.
I know you started a new racket without my approval. Listen, I appreciate that you're trying to repay me for taking you in. But you always take things too far, Chisaki.
It's crazy. He does not seem like the bad guy he might have been represented as. He seems to want, you know, good things for him. Like, it seems like he's really, it's crazy how his path completely changed and devolved into wanting to get rid of quirks to a complete point like this. I'm glad that we're getting some knowledge and some backstory for him, because there were some missing pieces.
Why doesn't the old man understand?
Well, you have to admit the idea of Yakuza once again ruling the underworld does sound more like a dream than a reality.
If my plan succeeds, there will be no stopping the Shie Hassaikai.
Because there'll be no quirks. No wonder he wants no quirks.
During the research phase, we'll release some of the unfinished product. Then we'll introduce a counter drug to the heroes that sell the bullets to the villains. We'll sell the serum to the heroes. And since Ares' flesh is the source of the drug, we'll have a complete monopoly on the market.
She's a child. Have you completely lost your humanity? You have no place here.
And that's why he got rid of him, or whatever he did to him.
I just want to repay you.
He thinks he's doing it for him.
Lay back and relax.
So he puts him in a coma?
Once my plan is on track, I'll repair you. And you'll thank me for what I've done.
He's doing it for him. He's so lost in himself, in his ideals. It's when you go from caring to like going overboard to twisted to forgetting what the actual reason you're doing something. And he is so devolved into this point that he cannot he's just lost. He's lost at this point. He thinks he's doing it for him. That's how twisted he is right now.
Why doesn't anybody see the big picture? Destroy its very foundation. You're all blinded by some outdated sense of what's right. You're just pretending to be heroes. I won't let you stand in my way!
If I can't save Eri, one small child who's relying on me to help her, then how can I call myself a hero who saves everybody?
What? Holy. God damn! Super Saiyan God mode. I don't care that I'm comparing Super Saiyan God mode.
But I saw it. Chisaki succeeded and escaped. That is the immutable future. I saw it so clearly.
Is it? But it's changed, right?
A different set of events.
It changed. But there's still.
Does that mean that the future can be changed? Even if it's set in stone, I'll smash that future!
I think what was really good about this episode, obviously, him turning what was the episode called 100% infinite, so it's like his ability is at 100% and he's not breaking his arms, he's going at full strength. I know I'm guessing the blue color is just maybe just an oversight of his, or a not an oversight, that's the wrong word, the like, I don't know if it's just a choice or if that's like supposed to be like that. I couldn't help but compare it. Whenever I see that blue color, I think Super Saiyan God. But it's crazy. I think the biggest twist on this is Aries' power. Like, we knew that she had a way of like getting, like, because they had made these shots that got rid of quirks, right? But they were making weapons that were getting rid of quirks and putting like being able to give quirks back, or that's kind of what Overhaul mentioned. I might have to rewatch that part. You guys can let me know. But like, Overhaul had a strategy to kind of like, all he was doing was trying to do it for his dad, his adopted dad, but at the same time, it's so twisted, and he was so he thought he was doing it for him, but he was really doing it for himself. He got like past this point where it was devolved into this craziness of just him. He was thinking of him and his thing, nobody else. And we noticed that a couple episodes ago. But Aries' ability to be able, at first I thought it was time travel, some sort of time travel or something. But she never got training like most people do when they have their quirks. So because of that, she was never able to learn how to utilize her quirk. Her quirk might even be stronger than what we've seen so far. But because she hasn't had that training, it seems like, so when Deku was attacking, this is an episode I have to rewatch. Like, when Deku was attacking, his leg got healed, like completely healed, because she was reverting it back. Now, my thought process was, because she was like looking at the cape, she was looking at I was like, does that mean if she, like, can she revert like Mirio back, like, because you can push back somebody, like, but most of the time they go out of existence. That's what he said, because she can't control her quirk. But let's say she can control it. Can she bring Mirio back to having a quirk? That's the first thing I thought of, because then that would counter that entire thing, which would be amazing. Because Mirio, if there's anyone that's like deserves to have a quirk, it's Mirio. Now, this is Deku's episode, but I like, this episode is really good, but I want to know your guys' like actual like opinions on this. I thought episode 11 matched this, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I think this episode is good, and I'm going to say why, but I think there's parts of episode 11 that hit me emotionally more than this episode. In the sense, I think it's just 11, maybe it just hit more to home for me. I don't necessarily know what it was, but this episode was good on its own merit, because the entire like relationship between Eri and Deku goes 100% here, with for lack of a word, 100%, letting Deku heal his leg and let him, I'm guessing she's like letting him unlock abilities he does not have yet, but which, when I think about it, I'm going to try to work this. I'm working this out while I'm thinking about it, guys. So I might be completely wrong here. So like, if she's able to go backwards, why would he be able to activate? Is it because she's able to heal his legs and arms like he normally wouldn't, combined with his own abilities? Because he can go, I'm guessing he can go a lot higher than he normally goes, but because it hurts him normally, he doesn't use it because it'll hurt him. So because she's like, holding him and reverting like back things that would be broken and stuff, he's able to utilize this power he normally doesn't have the strength of. This is my guess. That's what it seems like to me. And that's the reason why I said during the reaction, hopefully he's able to keep it. And now that I think about it, I'm guessing not, because I feel like she's letting him access an ability that he does not have, like he's not able to master right now, by kind of like getting rid of the obstacle he would normally be used, like having, and not being able to go 100%. That is my guess. I think that's like, now that I think about it, I think that's what it's got to be. But shit, I'm glad. This is what I was asking a couple episodes ago. I was wondering, I was like, we need more insight on why Overhaul is like, because he is so warped, and it just seems like he got, he cared about somebody so much and thought he was doing, like he was following what they wanted, and then what they wanted became what he, like this, like a twisted version, it became non-existent. It became what Overhaul wanted, what he thought he wanted, instead of what his adopted dad actually wanted. And it became to the point where he did some type of thing with his quirk to make him passed out, or I'm not 100% sure what he did, but like he by doing that, he said, oh, I can just put you back together or whatever and it'll be fine. Like, that means he literally is doing, he doesn't really care. In his head, he thinks he's caring, but in reality, he's lost at that point. And it looks like he got beaten at the end. Like, Deku did this fucking crazy set of punches ability. Like, I think that was probably one of the best looking moves in the series, resembling, I mean, obviously All Might's attacks, you know, and like attacks are probably one of the most epic moves in this series, but I feel like that one was drawn and just created, the atmosphere was done really well. And when they're like going up and is playing that song, it was so perfectly timed. That's why I say episode 11 and 13 are really close on my, I will need to rewatch it to kind of like feel it out and see what I think here. Like 100%, I feel like they're really close together. I really want to know your guys' opinions, because maybe it's just if you like I said, I really like Mirio's character and I really like Deku too. So I think I like them just as much as each other. But like the thing, and I think that's why they pull these two episodes so close, and they're so focused on those two characters. But Eri, I think, has a ton of potential. She's so young, like, if she can just go into a spot where she can like either go to school or get some, like, I think her core could be utilized really well, because it's Deku thought it was healing at first, and that's understandable. She's got the unicorn horn, but no, like, it's because, you know, his leg healed and everything. But I when I heard time travel or like time, I was like, oh, is she traveling back and she can like travel? I was waiting for a time like it was gonna go back to before they like Mirio showed up or something, and like I thought it was gonna be something like that. That's why I was really confused and surprised when it ended up being something completely different. It shocked me because thinking it was time travel, because it wasn't like said like that. I didn't really think it had anything to do with time at all. So the first thing I'm thinking of is time travel. But I'm kind of glad it didn't go that route, because this seems more interesting to me, being able to revert, because you can do so many things with it. But obviously what she's able to do right now with no control, just like Overhaul said, and it seems like she's done before, and he throws in her face, she can pretty much make anybody non-existent. Like they just cease to exist. They go back. It's like Benjamin butting themselves back to the oblivion. Like, I don't know. Like, it's man, that was such a good episode. I'm like coming off of it. It's it was like, I think it was so action packed, but also just kind of out of the way it played, the music and stuff felt a little bit less My Hero and more of its like own thing. It was like outside the formula, and I think that's why this episode is like really, really good on its own. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. Feel free to join my Patreon, patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases. I would appreciate that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.